Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Great Games. On today's episode, we will be, obviously, you know what we're going to be doing because it's in the title of the video. We're going to be ranking all 296 Nintendo 64 games. We're splitting them up into different parts by alphabetical order. This is part 4, so this will be all the games beginning with the letter E. So let's get started. This is Earthworm Jim 3D. It's a 3D platformer starring everyone's favorite talking, walking worm. Unfortunately, Jim's best days have long since passed. I wish this game was better because I have fond memories of Earthworm Jim on the Sega Genesis, but the terrible camera makes this game really tough to play. Still, there might be a little fun to be had if you're a big fan of Earthworm Jim. The character designs are pretty cool, and the voice casting of Jim is done by Dan Castanella, who is the voice of Homer Simpson. And I'll give it a D. This is ECW Hardcore Revolution, which is a reskin of a WWF game called WWF Attitude. This game is an abomination of a wrestling game. I enjoyed WWF Attitude at the time because it was the best WWF game out there. But this came out in the year 2000, long after the superior WCW World Tour, WCW NWO Revenge, and WWF WrestleMania 2000. And this is mere months before WWF No Mercy would give us arguably the best wrestling game of all time. This game is incredibly dated. You have to enter button combinations like a fighting game to execute moves, and man, it just feels wrong. The graphics are dated, the gameplay sucks, and it just feels lazy that they put an ECW logo on a game that was already done and said, boom, new game, and they expected people to buy this crap. Oh my god, does this suck. It is an F. I feel like it's a little unfair grading educational games for kids, but I'm gonna do it anyway. This game sucks. The graphics suck. The gameplay sucks. I guess you could learn letters with it, so it's gonna be a D for dumb. So it's a D. We're gonna do a D for this one. Yes, the other educational game. This is why this video is so exciting, because you have all the Elmo games. So in this one you count and do multiplication stuff. So yeah, this number, you look for numbers, as you can tell. It's also a D. I wish I could apply a number grade, but I can't because that's not how the grading system works, but it's a D. Excitebike 64 is the sequel to Excitebike for the NES that nobody ever talks about. It was also released 15 years after the original, which is a little crazy to me. And now I'll admit I've never played this game until I made this video, but man was I pleasantly surprised. The first thing you notice is that the graphics were excellent and sharp, which is something that N64 was not known for, but they actually did it. It's honestly one of the more impressive games graphically on the N64. And I thought this was just going to be a generic motocross racer, but man is it fun. The physics when you crash are really nice, the controls, the gameplay are both really fun and intuitive. It's not perfect, the draw distance is the only graphical hiccup, and the sound of the motorbike gets grating on the ears, but I guess you could just turn the sound effects lower. But if you guys haven't played this, you guys are missing out, and it's a solid B. Extreme G is a futuristic racing game where you race at blistering speeds and try to attack your opponents with various weapons that you can pick up along the tracks. I really like the sense of speed on this one. The look of the vehicles are cool and are reminiscent of Tron to me. Sometimes due to the draw distance, the power-ups are almost impossible to spot and you're going super fast, so you totally drive past them. But this is a small gripe in an overall pretty good average racing game, and I'll give it a C. And here's the much better sequel, Extreme G2. This game really surprised me with how much better it was. The graphics are loads better with a ton of color, which makes it really nice to look at. Now the frame rate isn't the smoothest, but this game still controls way better than the first one. Power-ups are easier to grab and use, and there are way more things happening on the screen all at the same time. And I love the effort put into the stormy backgrounds of this level. It just looks like I'm racing through a crazy storm. I had a lot of fun with this one, and I think it stands on its own as a really, really good racing game. And I will give it an A. And here are all the games starting with the letter E. That was it. I know it wasn't super long, but I appreciate you watching anyways. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Let me know what you would agree with. What rankings would you change in the comments? Like the video if you guys liked it. And if you guys haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It would mean the world to me. And thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day.